All right, in the clay room, there's the green bucket and the blue bucket. The blue bucket is where you're going to find clay that's already been maybe initially wedged. You're going to have to find out if you need to add more clay or if you're going to wedge it. So you see there's a smaller one and a bigger one. The smaller one that's too small, so you can add two pieces of small ones together. If you're going to add clay, you need to wedge it, and that's just pushing the clay with the palm of your hand, and you're just pressing down. You're not pressing out, you're pressing down. It's sort of down, but not way out like that. Okay, so just pressing into itself, you're basically pushing the clay together. You're trying to get out the air bubbles. After you roll it, you'll see that I used the bigger section and there were a lot of air bubbles. Even when I get it out of the blue bucket, I still wedge it, and this is a perfect example why. So after you wedge it, kind of get it into a square, you can still see it's kind of a little bit smaller. At this point, we need to flatten out the clay. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of pushing the clay back. I'm not throwing it from a high space. I'm just letting gravity take it and flatten it. You don't want to get it too flat. And then you're ready to go into the slab roller. Okay, so lots of times you'll come to the slab roller and it's not this neat. It's probably like that. So you need to arrange it. So put them together and then you shimmy it, go back and forth, and it will go through the roller. Lift up the top piece, make sure your clay gets flat. Put the canvas back, obviously, and you roll it through. You're going to roll it one way and then the other for sure. I'm going to do it a couple times just to make sure that it is ready to be used. You're going to flip back the canvas, and then now you just lift up the bottom and you're going to move it to the table. Now we need to get the top of the clay to be ready. When we rolled it in the canvas, we needed the canvas so it wouldn't stick to the roller. But now we have lines in there. This is the drawer where you're going to get your supplies. You need something flat. So it could be either just the wooden stick and you need a knife. And you're going to need water. So here's the sink. There are blue cups by the sink. You can see the sink here. And you just need a little. You don't need lots of water, just a little bit of water. So what you're going to do is you're going to treat the surface. So we needed the canvas so it wouldn't stick to the roller, but then the canvas leaves marks. It grooves into your clay. So you're going to blend out the grooves. This will make your clay stronger. It also allows you to look for air bubbles. So this side wasn't that bad. So I'm going to flip it over and I'll move the camera closer so that you can see there are quite a bit of air bubbles on this side. So again, you see me just blending. Now any of these, you can see they're lifted up. Those are air bubbles. So you can try to pull through them. I still see some. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the knife and you're just going to pop them. And then you can try to blend them with your fingers. Otherwise, pull through them with a little bit of water. Pull through them with the wooden rib again. You just want to make sure that there are no air bubbles. That looks pretty good. Okay, with clay what we need to do is to make sure that it stays nice and moist. So when you are done rolling out your slab, you're not going to cut anything right away, but we want to keep this clay to be to stay wet, to keep the moisture in. So you need to get a canvas board, otherwise it'll stick to anything else. Some of these boards are a little bit dirty. It just has old clay on it. So if that's the case, you need to move it to the garbage. And there's metal scrapers that you're just going to scrape off the extra old clay. It's pretty easy to get off. You don't want to be too rough with it, but you do need to kind of scrape it off. Obviously, make sure that you're right by the garbage. So all the clay goes into that space. Okay? All right, the last thing that you're going to do is you're going to cover it. So put it on the canvas board. And now we have to make sure that it stays moist. So you're going to get a plastic bag and you're going to put it inside of the plastic bag. And you're going to make sure wherever you put this, you're going to put it in the back, that you tuck the ends down and around, get all the air out, but it's more important that the ends stay secure under the board to try to keep out the air. The last thing you do is you're going to sign your name on a piece of paper and put it on the bag.